Eleanor Roosevelt said, "No one can hurt you without your consent." No one can hurt you without your consent. They can say something, they cannot do something, but how we feel about it and what we do about it, we're in charge of, or we can be. Because this is our mind and this is our emotions. We're not the mind, we're not the emotions. We have the mind, we have the emotions, which means that we can choose how we're going to respond. That's our freedom. And a lot of people aren't exercising that freedom. They're reacting. And when we react and we live in a reactive mode, we become more of a victim. We become more of a victim. Because then, you ever hear someone say, "She made me angry? He makes me feel guilty"? No one can make us feel anything. They can stimulate feelings. They can say something. That's the stimulus. But in that, there's a gap. And that's our freedom. And it's not easy, is it? It's not easy to recondition ourselves to respond rather than react. It's not easy, but it's possible. If one person did it, any one of us can do it. And it grows and grows and grows until you're in really challenging circumstances and you're able to choose your response. I've heard speakers say that, and colleagues say that when they're preparing a message on a particular topic, things related to that topic will start to occur and happen. And boy, I had a string of things just in this weekend that were challenging that whole thing of choosing your response. It's amazing how that happens sometimes. I don't look for it. I don't expect it. But sometimes it's there. You know, just a simple thing I was visiting someone in the hospital in a part of Manhattan I was not familiar with. And I was going to catch a bus to 8th Avenue to catch the subway. And I got on this crowded bus. It was around 4 o'clock. Got on a crowded bus, and the bus driver said, "There's a bus coming behind me if you want to get off and catch that bus." So I got off. I didn't see a bus behind her. I saw a bus in front of her across the street. And I wondered, is that the bus? So I got on. I said, is that the bus you're talking about? She said, "Does it look like a bus?" Yeah. Opportunity to choose my response. You know, and there was a little bit of taken aback by her comment. I just got off her bus and went on the other bus and sat down and thought about, how come I feel a little annoyed by her tone? Why is there some annoyance there? And I also thought, oh, this is a good illustration for Sunday's message also. That's how speakers can think. And I thought, it's because I want people to be respectful. I asked her a reasonable question and didn't really need a sarcastic response back, you know. And I think there was a part of me that wanted her to be different. She doesn't need to be different, and I don't need to make her different. That's why I just got off the bus and got on the other one. We have opportunities all the time, don't we, to either act like a human or act like a drone or a robot. When people push our buttons, what does it mean? It means we have buttons. It means we have buttons. Wayne Dyer used to do an illustration. He said, when you squeeze an orange, what do you get out of it? Get orange juice. When you get squeezed, what comes out of you? You know, we have a choice how we're going to respond to that.